Welcome to The Crux. Today, we'll be exploring one of the most fundamental questions in philosophy, the search for meaning and purpose in a universe that seems to lack any inherent meaning or purpose. Today, we'll be looking at the ideas of the famous philosopher, Albert Camus, who believed that the tension between our desire for meaning and the universe's lack of meaning creates what he called the absurd. We'll be examining what this concept means and how it can help us find meaning and purpose in our lives. Embracing the absurd, exploring the philosophy of Albert Camus. Albert Camus, the renowned French philosopher, novelist, and essayist, believed that the most important question in philosophy is the question of whether life is worth living. Camus was known for his philosophy of existentialism, which emphasizes the individual's freedom and responsibility in creating their own meaning and purpose in life. In his book, The Myth of Sisyphus, Camus explored the absurdity of human existence, arguing that life is essentially meaningless, but that we must still find a way to live despite this. Albert Camus' philosophical beliefs were influenced by a variety of factors, including his experience growing up in colonial Algeria, his participation in the French resistance during World War II, and his interactions with another existentialist philosopher, such as Martin Heidegger. One of the key philosophical influences on Camus' thinking was the idea of the absurd. The absurd for Camus refers to the conflict between our human desire for meaning and purpose in life, and the university's indifference to our existence. Camus argued that this conflict leads to a sense of alienation and existential angst, and that the only way to confront the absurd is to embrace it fully and find joy in the present moment. The concept of the absurd is not necessarily meant to be a negative or pejorative term. Rather, it refers to the tension or conflict that arises from the inherent mismatch between our desire for meaning and purpose and the universe's lack of inherent meaning and purpose. Camus believed that by acknowledging and accepting the absurdity of the universe, we can find a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the world. This acknowledgement of the absurd can free us from the constraint of rigid and arbitrary systems of meaning and purpose, allowing us to live a more authentic and fulfilling life. In this sense, the term absurdity should not necessarily be seen as a pessimistic view of the world, but rather as an invitation to embrace the complexity and ambiguity of the universe and to create our own sense of meaning and purpose in the face of its inherent meaninglessness. Some might argue that the universe's purpose or meaning is based on the laws of nature, or that its beauty and complexity are evidence of a greater purpose. However, these arguments ultimately fall short because they do not provide a satisfactory explanation for how a non-sentient universe could possess inherent meaning or purpose. The idea that the universe has a purpose or meaning outside of human consciousness is difficult to reconcile with our understanding of these concepts. One of the defining characteristics of meaning and purpose is that they require a conscious entity to assign them. Without consciousness, it becomes challenging to argue for any sense of meaning or purpose in the universe. It is difficult to conceive of how a non-sentient universe could possess such qualities, and any attempt to do so may be considered more absurd than accepting the inherent absurdity of the universe. The search for meaning and purpose in a seemingly meaningless universe is a deeply human endeavor that has preoccupied philosophers and thinkers for centuries. While the tension between our desire for meaning and the universe's lack of inherent meaning can create a sense of absurdity, we can find ways to create our own sense of meaning and purpose through personal exploration and experience. By acknowledging and accepting the absurdity of the universe, we can create a life that is authentic, fulfilling, and truly our own. If you enjoyed this exploration of Albert Camus' ideas on the absurd, please give this video a like and consider subscribing to our channel for more thought-provoking content. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to continuing this journey with you.